Hey guys, Jeremy here, and if you've got a nagging shoulder pain, a leg pain, knee pain, back pain, if you've just got something that you've not been able to get over for a long time, you might want to consider using ice therapy. Now, this was sent to me at no charge for this review, and what this does is it actually pumps ice water through these lines, and then this pad here is going to be on that aching spot, that sore spot, whether it's going to be your shoulder, your elbow, your arm, your knees, your legs, whatever it is. And then it's going to use ice therapy to soothe that pain and bring about the healing process. So,
hey guys, Jeremy here, and tonight we're checking out the ice therapy system, which was sent to me at no charge for this review. So I've actually got the system right back here behind the chair because I needed to be close to a plug-in. But if you listen real closely, you can hear the pump, and what it's doing is pumping ice cold water through the lines and then through the pad. We've got this going now, and it's only been on just a few minutes, and what I feel is just ice cold water going through the pad here that I have strapped to my shoulder. Now there's a couple things that I can do here with the remote control. I can I can set a time limit on here for 10, 20, or 30 minutes. I can change the flow from a high, medium to a low, and then I can also set a timer for it to go off.
and so what I want to do for you today is just show you everything that you get here and how to hook it up. So this is going to be our pump right here, and this is also where we're going to put our water and our ice. Now they do say to use frozen water bottles rather than using ice, but I didn't have time to freeze my water bottles yesterday, so I did use ice. And I think the reason that they do that is just so that it just stays ice cold longer. But I did this last night, and this is where everything's going to go. So my ice obviously has melted. This is just going to be a big cooler, and then you can see the pump right down here. Okay, now on the inside, it does have a couple of different lines here. One is going to be where your ice is going to go, so that's your minimum ice line. Then you fill that up with water up to the water line, and that's going to be your max line. And then what that does is that it pumps that water through the lines and then through your pad and then onto your aching joints, your muscles, or whatever it is. So this pad then is going to be placed on that particular area of your body that's hurting. For me, it's my shoulder. Now, I'm not able to put this on by myself, and so my wife had to help me. And what you do is you put this on your spot. Let's say, for example, it's going to be on your leg. You're just going to put that on your leg, and then they give you these different straps. So they've got a super long strap, and that's what I used for my shoulder because I went underneath this arm and then up around my shoulder. And then they've got a medium-sized one. Then they've got a medium-sized one, and then a short one. Now you can use all three. You can use one. You just use whatever it takes to get this to securely stay in place. Once you have that in place, then you're going to go ahead and connect your lines. Now these are just going to be quick connect lines. And my lines are still filled with water because, like I said, I used this last night. But there is a release button right here. Okay, so you can connect these together just like that and make sure that they click. And then you can release them just like that. And you can see there's still a little bit of water that comes out of there. Not a big deal. But anyways, you're going to connect that to your pad. And then you're going to connect it to your machine. And you're going to plug it in right there. It's going to click. And you've also got that release there just like your pad. So the next thing you're going to do after you get those connected is your power source. Now, your power can work two different ways. You can plug your power directly into your pump right here. You can work it just like that, and then when you plug it in, it's going to automatically turn on. Or you can plug it into a remote control, and then you can, with the remote control, you can control the flow and you can control how long this is going to be on. Now, I would never expect anything to work magic overnight. This is something that you're going to have to use over an extended period of time throughout that entire healing process. So this is just going to speed up that healing process, and it feels really good. I think it works really good. I've never used ice therapy before, and so I actually had two shirts on, and they do recommend that you have a barrier between your pad and your skin. So you might have a shirt there. You might just use the barrier that's already on here. But I would suggest, because it is going to be ice cold, I would suggest having a shirt on or a pair of shorts on, or maybe a pair of sweatpants that's going to be your barrier. So, if you do have those aches and those pains that you're having a long time getting over, you might want to go ahead and try this cold therapy and see if it works for you. It's at least worth a try, and your body is worth it.